loads of people who have signed up and who will be coming to our workshop tomorrow. Can't wait. We've also had a donation from a local NEU district of £500. Thank you so much for your support. And what's been really great today is all the memories that people have been sharing about Steve and how they remember him and his love for children and the education. So, looking forward to tomorrow and the workshop. So see you then.
I taught with Steve Sinnott at Broughton High School in Preston, 1985 to 1987, and Steve was on the executive of the NUT then, and I was on the executive ATL. So we had a lot of banter about the benefits of our respective unions. I was always passionate about education, really passionate, and passionate about the NUT as well. Supportive in a lot of ways, despite the fact that we did have a banter about our backgrounds and things. His death was tragic, and I think one of the best things that's to come out of that is the Steve Sinnott Foundation. It does fantastic work, and has benefited thousands. So just really pleased, and Steve would be pleased as well that he has a legacy.
Ask them, what is it that you want? How can we support you to ensure that every child has access to quality education?
And he dedicated his whole life to working for and campaigning for education for all.
And how life-changing it is. It is life-changing.
Learn more about the work they do. The positive period work, as we've heard, is an amazing thing, but they also have other projects around wind-up radios and bikes, because obviously getting to school without public transport, anything can be difficult.
So we have 3 past presidents who all knew Steve Sinnott, who would like to share their story. So please welcome to this, not the stage, the mic, John, Hilary and Judy.
I'm John Bills. I followed Steve as president of the NUT. Steve was president in 1994. I was elected after that to be president in 95. Steve was a good friend, and what he did is that when he visited every area at conference, which you do at all the receptions, Steve and Mary, his wife, insisted that Hilary and I went with him, so that we know what to do before 1995. So we did that, and that was the first thing. So there's a couple of other things that I'll tell you about Steve. He was a vegetarian, and that he arrived very late at the conference in Blackpool. The hotel had finished serving hot food, so Steve said, well, have you got anything, a sandwich? They said, well, yeah, but I'm vegetarian. Oh, that's all right. We've got some wafer-thin ham.
Well, I'm Hilary Bills, and I was the president in 2005. 10 years between us, guess which one had the babies, that's what I said. I was Steve's first president. Although I knew him, when he became General Secretary, I was his first president. And later in 2005, we went to Palestine together, and we stayed in East Jerusalem and St. George's. There's a cathedral, didn't like the fuss. And we all had to stay in the cloisters. You know that next door, it was American colony. They all had the air conditioning, we had a fan. And when we got to the bar, we were served by somebody with a dog collar. But when I was with Steve, he taught me one thing. He said, Hilary, be brave. Say what you want to say and be brave. Don't let things happen. So that's exactly what I did, and I've taken over my life ever since.
Thank you. Judy Morehouse, President 2006 to 7 of the NUT. Steve was my General Secretary. He had the broadest Liverpudlian accent, I mean, just amazing, but a fierce commitment to education for all. Absolutely fierce. He was unwavering. And he is the reason why I'm now on the board of Teachers Group Educational Trust, the trust which donates a large sum of money each year to the Steve Sinnott Foundation because of the work that it does.
Brilliant. brilliant. Thank you so much. And it just gives us a little bit more of an insight into the amazing work of Steve Sinnott. So thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. We're on day 2 of the conference and we've just finished our storytelling workshop, which was absolutely fantastic. We had 13 stories. They ranged from finding families to why I love teaching to my time in South Africa. It was just really good response. And we also had 3 past presidents who all knew Steve Sinnott, so they all gave us a little taster of the man, which was brilliant. But yeah, day 2 has gone really well. The workshop's gone really well. We're getting loads of people signing up and donating, so yes, watch this space.